All right, so there's actually still 3 minutes left in the game, and Norman Powell just hit his 19th three, but I just saw Cole Swider check into the game. So I said, all right, I'm going to head out. Anyways, if the Heat do come back from down 22 with 3 minutes to go, I'll send somebody who comments on this video $0 because I'm absolutely broke. Kind of like the Heat tonight, who were broken on the offensive end. Only scored 97. Well, I can't say only scored 97 points. The game ain't over yet. There you go. Someone just hit a three. But tonight the Heat shot terrible. They shot 40% from the field, 28% from three, while the Clippers on the other end were at like 60 plus at halftime, only up 1 point, as Eric Reed kept saying. Oh, this is good news. The Clippers shot 60%, only up 1 point. No, sir, Eric Reed. That means that the tides were about to turn, and that's exactly what we saw, as the Miami Heat had not just a turd second quarter, not just a turd third quarter, but also a turd fourth quarter. And honestly, I'm just doing fake outrage. This is just another game of 82. I am not stressing that much. Now, it does suck because they're now 1-2 on the road trip after having a phenomenal win versus Golden State and then just a god-awful loss to the Utah Jazz. I didn't have a video about that. I didn't get a chance to watch. I was at my own New Year's Eve-ish party that I hosted. But I did see that Bam had 20 free throw attempts, which is something that I absolutely love. And that trend did continue tonight, where Bam had 13 free throw attempts. He shot 9 of 13, so not great, under 70%. You'd like him to actually convert more once he's at the line. But that actually has me super excited just to talk about some positives, because I think if Bam could get more free throws, that's the next progression in his game that I'd love to see. Everyone talks about the three-point shot, which, yeah, that'd be nice. He actually shot a couple today, bricked them both like crazy. But at least he took a couple. They were all at the end of the shot clock, though. But anyways, everyone talks about his three-point shot, his mid-range shot. I love the fact that Bam's operating out of the post a little bit more. We saw some post fadeaways today, which is beautiful. So I love that progression of his game, but also the staying aggressive and getting to the free throw line, especially when he was going against Daniel Tice for a good portion of tonight. And y'all remember back in like 2020 when some stupid reporter said that Daniel Tice Bam Adebayo matchup was a wash. Well, Daniel Tice is a bum on a Clippers team that I think is going to lose in the first round, and Bam Adebayo is one of the best bigs in the NBA. Now, he didn't play I was going to say he didn't play great. Had 21 points and 15 rebounds, but he shot 6 of 17, which isn't great at all. But you obviously do love the rebound. You love the aggressiveness from him. Outside of him, elsewhere in the starting lineup, Tyler Hero was not his best today. I don't want to be too negative on Tyler Hero, because then I got to deal with a bunch of comments calling me a hater, which I really don't care what you comment or say about me, but it's just funny. It's just annoying. Listen, I don't think this team is better with Tyler Hero. I don't even think they're slightly better without him. It's not even close, right? My stance has always just been he's better off the bench, because we saw a lot of times today where the ball sticks a lot when it's in his hands. Now, obviously, with Jimmy Butler out, I hope everything's okay with his foot. You do want Tyler Hero to start. He just sort of had a rough night, but did have 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and he played some pretty good defense a couple times on Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, who were absolutely cooking tonight. But we'll get to the Clippers a little bit later. I do want to talk about Jaime, Jaquez, and Kevin Love, two LA natives, or at least guys that went to UCLA that hooped tonight. Jaime Jaquez does have 15 points at this moment, but Kevin Love, 17-4, was all over the court tonight. I don't remember if he hit any threes. He might have hit like 1 3, but he was very active on the inside, rebounding the ball, putbacks, cut it to the basket. I love what I'm seeing from Kevin Love today, and I love what I saw from Jaime Jaquez today, who's also a guy that scores from everywhere, hitting threes, putting moves in the post, fadeaway, step back cooking. He continues to be awesome, as I say every single video. Shout out to Jamal Cain, who only finished with 9 points tonight, but as Eric Reed also said during the game, he's very smooth with regards to being in the flow of the offense. He never forces anything, and especially for a young guy, I love to see that, because as Eric Reed also pointed out, he's a guy that's never going to get any plays called for him. So he'll get his shots off a great, cutting without the ball, moving without the ball, getting to the corner, spotting up there, getting offensive rebounds and getting putbacks, as the Heat officially did lose 121-104. But I do love that from Jamal Cain. He's very active. Because of that, his defense is also very good, and his rebounding is very good as well. Kyle Lowry tonight, only 8 points. I have no thoughts on him other than the fact that I want him traded for DeJounte Murray. I'll have a video coming out about that tomorrow. So I already recorded it, but that will be releasing tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, subscribe and stay tuned for that. Elsewhere on the bench, literally the only other player who scored outside of garbage time and Kevin Love, who we discussed, was Duncan Robinson, who finished with 15 points, he was 3 of 8 from 3. Started the game hitting some absolutely tough ones, heavily contested, but then he still has some trouble missing the open ones. Y'all ever notice that about Duncan Robinson? Like, if he has to double clutch with 3 hands in his face, you know it's cash. But if he's wide open, he tends to break that a couple times. But as far as the Clippers side, where do I start? I joked earlier about Norman Powell, but really it wasn't that much of a joke because he shot 9 for 11. Jesus Christ, 4 or 5 from 3, had 22 points. Russell Westbrook also off the bench, only had 8 points, but he was super active defensively. And I'm not going to lie, I do like seeing Westbrook out there. I really like his energy. I've always been a big Westbrook fan. It was hard for me to defend a lot of the stuff he was doing, like with the Lakers, because shot selection was terrible. The IQ wasn't great, but he's always just been a really fun player to watch. And when he was kind of clamping up Kevin Love, when Kevin Love was trying to post him up with the size advantage, it was kind of exciting to watch. And again, even Eric Reed pointed it out too. So he's just a player that I think we all like. Unlike James Harden, who did have a very good night tonight, he finished with 15 and 10. I was disappointed because I had said once the Clippers got him that they were going to fail, and then they lost 6 straight, and I'd look like a genius. And then they won like 7 straight, and they've been playing very well since. I think they're currently 4th in the West, along with the Miami Heat, who are 4th in the East, who may stay there because the Cavs did lose, but the Knicks won. So I'm not sure how the standings changed today. But it's too early in the season to be looking at standings. But the guys, Crowdy and Reed, also pointed out how James Harden is a bum off the court, but he's a very talented player on the court, at least in the regular season, which is worthless. That's why I say come playoff time, don't trust him. Don't trust him. Don't trust Paul George, although the man had 23 points tonight and was unconscious in the third quarter. But I do trust Kawhi Leonard. That boy's a hooper. He returned from injury tonight and had 24, 6, and 5 with 4 steals and a block. He is awesome. But I mean, let's just look at this real quick. The Clippers finished the night shooting 58% from 3, or 58% from the field. And from 3, they did shoot 48%. So is it bad defense? Is it great shooting? I think it's a little bit of both. Paul George certainly hit a lot of contested shots, as did James Harden, Kawhi Leonard. It's just kind of hard to stop him in general. I'm not going to get too upset on this loss or anything like that. They do play the LA Lakers on Wednesday, a team that is played well earlier in the season, but have been struggling as late as well. I do want to win that game. I don't forget how many more games are left on the road trip, but at least if they win this one, they get back to 2-2 and kind of have an even road trip. For me, whenever they go on these West Coast stands, I like to just be above 500 on them, whether that's a game or two. You don't want to dig yourself a hole by going out on the road, because if you can't stay stay afloat on the road, they're a very good home team, and that's kind of how you get to that, top 4 seed in the conference by the end of the season. But that's all I got to say with this video. So make sure to drop your comments down below. Tell me your thoughts on the game, and make sure to like and subscribe so other people can see this video. And stay tuned for my DeJounte Murray trade package idea video tomorrow. And I'll see y'all then. Peace out.
Look, pull up in your city tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.